So let's start the clock here, and let's get going. I like to have it at 3, but I might speed it up or slow it down. So there we go. I got one wife done. I got my ambition, so let's actually take care of that. We will have... So I have these plots to kill people, and now this is sort of interesting. The reason I have these plots is because I am their heir. So this guy does not have a child or a wife, which means that if he dies, I inherit this wali that he is, the this area, which is one of these things. I guess it's this. So I would inherit this, and I would have direct control over it. That is quite useful early on. As you'd expect, the more you grow, the less control you will want to have over these micromanaging things, like these small cities, and you will want to have just like a core area of really good cities or states or whatever. But because we're only one, and we're only going to be one for a little while, probably around another another 20 years or so, we're only going to be one. It depends, but it would be really useful to have those. So actually that plot is pretty good, but I don't think I can actually get any support for it, so I'm going to have it have a son, which is what I need. And that is far more important than actually these plots at the moment. We need to have a son. So let's continue with the clock. So here we go. I've gotten married again, and because I did Sadaqwa, I got 25 piety, and the guy likes me a lot more. It's pretty useful. So now I have 4 wives. I'm rolling in women, and I am hopefully going to have a child soon. All these wives kind of dislike me, which is sort of a weird situation. I don't really know why they do. And for some reason, the King of Galcia just declared war on me. And so that's actually no good, because he can invade me through the water. So what I'll do here is I will say, "What's up, buddy?" I'm going to well, I usually like to swear fealty to this guy in a situation where I am going to get rolled over, but this actually is a very bad situation, but it's nothing we can't handle. So just gotta watch this. So now we're dealing with Aragon as well. Terrific. This guy. So this is really a bad scene here. I don't know. So what do I lose here? Aha! So if I were to surrender, which is probably what I would do in a normal situation, it's actually awful because I would lose the game. So not doing that. Thank you, bro. All my brothers are coming to save me. They all know, hey, these guys, it'd be a real bad idea if those Christians got a big foothold in your area. So, I am extremely lucky that I have these guys to help. There's no way that they're going to actually be able to take me in this situation. So, I've created basically a peninsula-wide war here just because that guy's a total idiot and decided to declare war on me. So, note that they're fighting here. They're doing a pretty bad job. They've lost a lot of troops. And they're being completely wiped out by our Muslim brothers. And now this guy wants to join the war, and we of course will say it. This is a huge deal. It's become like a sort of mini war, and this is one of the cool things about this game. Like, I had nothing to do with this, And just because this guy wanted my little territory, he has called in all these dudes from all over Europe. Let's actually look to see who's all involved in this. So we're fighting right now. We're fighting Galicia, Aragon, Navarra, and Castile. So all the Christians are fighting all the Muslims. And it's all because this guy was like, let's attack this tiny little sheikdom here. Now I've got 6 dudes who are protecting me, basically just because they were like, well, we can't have that. So that's awesome. And so I am not doing anything. I'm not going to move my troops at all because I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose men. I'm going to need them for my eventual wars. So, in fact, I'm going to pretend like I'm not at war and build a wooden palisade here. And the reason I'm doing that, you might ask why you're doing that. And the reason is just because my guy is pretty old. And it's very unlikely that he'll live long. So all of the gold that my guy has will go away once he dies. So I don't want that. So I'm going to spend it on something useful. So that way my successor will have a little bit of a better territory. It's not that complicated. And we are kicking their butt. Like, these guys really didn't do very well. Didn't think very hard before declaring war on me. That's the danger. See, that's the danger though. Like, that's why I'm saying I don't really want to mess with the Christians, because you will have serious repercussions. Okay, we're constantly going to be making moves here. Done. Fell in love. Anytime that any woman does anything with me when I need a son real bad, gotta go for it. I don't think that was my wife, so that's actually pretty hilarious. That means that I am going after this woman here, who, anyway, I don't know what's going on. Well, so I lost some taxes, which increased our revolt risk, which means that I'm going to want to reassign this guy to suppress revolts. Actually, if a revolt happened right now, it'd be pretty funny, because this guy would kill the revolt for me. I wouldn't have to do anything. But I really need a son. That is a big deal. So my war is going very well. He doesn't like me much. Big surprise. I haven't done jack nothing. But these guys are doing all my fighting for me, and I will reward them eventually by annexing their territory. But for now, I'm going to be very pleased. Alright, perfect. I think this actually is a bastard child. But, no, he's not. So, very, very good. I always name my firstborn child Kareem because I like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And it's a good Muslim name. So that's pretty funny. None of my wives had a child with me, but he's actually not of my house. Whoa. That actually is really bad. I don't know how that worked exactly. But we'll deal with it, no doubt. Alright, we're legitimizing him, no doubt about it. So, Kareem is now sort of my son. He's a bastard. He's a club-footed bastard child, which means that he's really got a lot going against him. But, so, now we have a wife who's pregnant, and it would actually be better if that was my... if her son was my heir. I was afraid that my guy would die, so I wanted to have Kareem legitimized, but if he's the character I'm going to be playing as next, it would be no good for that situation. So, what am I doing? Oh, I don't remember. So, sorry. Let's see what I'm doing. Oh yeah, so I need my ambition. So I want. Let's have a daughter. Sure. Well, this guy is a total fool. Hey, he's giving me a lot of money for nothing. I love it. That was actually like one of the best possible things that could have happened, because now I have money to do several things that I might need to do. One of which is I can upgrade my territory a little more. I can make it into a... What do I want? A lot of good stuff. I can make more taxes. I can have more infantry, more cavalry, or more levies. I think that sounds pretty good. It'll take a long time though. Well, I guess I'll just do this. More arrow slits, whatever. So, I'm very interested to see what my... Let's become diligent. Let's do it. That's really useful. One of the best traits in the game. And I got it for free. Now, Kareem is not a big fan of his old pop. I don't know why he hates me for legitimizing him. That seems pretty weird. But, you know. Great. So here, I usually call people after people I know. So I've known a woman named Ida before, so I'm calling them that. Wonderful. Amass wealth. Well, let's pause here. Now, this is where it can start to get a little bit fun. I gotta make a decision to whether or not I want to kill one of these people and try to get their title, so that then I can inherit and give it to my kid. If I can do that, the kid will have a lot more money by the time he grows up. It's all basically about the next generation at this point. This guy is just going to spend his dough and try to consolidate his titles as much as possible, because I don't think that he will do so well. So, Wali Kamal of Arcos. I cannot do anything about him at the moment. He is a fan of me. He likes me. But I want his title. So I could try to assassinate him. Not gonna work. I can imprison him. I have a 65% chance, and my other vassals will dislike me by 40. I have 3 vassals, and all of them like me more than 40. So what this means is simply I need to actually really get a little lucky, and I think probably a wise decision would be to raise all my troops before doing anything, because he might rebel. And so if he rebels, then I've taken his troops, or most of his troops. Right? So let's do that. Let's raise the troops, and then let's try to imprison him. And the reason I'm going to do this is see, my guy is going to die. So I may be a tyrant, right? But I'm a tyrant who is going to die soon, so it won't matter to my son, and my son will only benefit from this. So let's do it. Done. Excellent. I've imprisoned him. I'm looking at this. I'm making sure I'm still his heir. Good. Wonderful. I'm executing him. Done. Now I am his heir. Now I have this title. So, that is one thing you can do in this game. You can be really brutal and really messed up. And I just was those things.